I found this really stagnant little pond, but if you look hard enough, you can see these little guys in here. Definitely not a log. There's another little one out there. So I'm sure there's bigger ones that you cannot see. There's another one. Oh, did he just get something? He just got a lizard or a fish or something. I can't tell what it is. Oh, he just caught a frog. They're catching bullfrogs. That's what they're eating. He was hunting a bullfrog. So there's at least 3 that I can see. So I was walking on this trail and saw something in the trail, and I thought, boy, what is that up ahead? And it's a really significant sized gator that I almost just walked up on. So I'm just gonna hang tight for a few minutes and give him some space to get all the way off the trail. I had a mini heart attack. I'm pretty sure that is gator poop. And that is the closest I've ever been to a gator on land without a fence between us. That's her too. But she is gonna be super protective because I just saw literally 10-inch babies going through the grass. So that's gotta be her net. Okay, I am starting to doubt if this is the right time of year to hike this, because this preserve has tons of wetland. That is a gator head right there. And I only looked for it there because I heard a splash and a bunch of little tiny gators went into the water right here. So I'm like, well, there's gotta be a mama, right? That's definitely her. And back down the trail a little bit, I passed a really large gator and finally got the courage to walk past her. And she had a bunch of tiny babies on the bank as well, 8 to 10 inches long, really small. And so obviously this is nesting, hatching season. It is spring, but I'm not really looking forward to crossing another gator on the trail. Here we go. Okay, I came around the corner and wasn't sure. This is the end of the fence and I wasn't sure, do I go here? But the trail continues and I look up and there are the wild mustangs I've been looking for. disturb them. I see 5. This is so cool. You just like walk up on them. There's no fence between me and them. And I am allowed to be on this trail. It's like part of the hike. So I'm gonna try to walk by them without, oh, there's 6. Let's get closer. I've counted 8, and I think one of them is a foal down there. There is a foal down there. Okay, I'm like maybe 50 yards from them. I've counted 10 so far. The one's over here in the grass too. There's a couple. That white one is looking right at me. I don't know if they charge or if they would hightail it the other way. I'm not really sure what they would do. Something is behind her. Is that another horse laying down? I hope it's not hurt. I just love these purple cattails or whatever they are. It's very swampy down there, so they like marsh. That's where the gators are. And the horses are like eating them. There is a horse laying in the road, but he's like swatting his tail, so he's fine. I am not sure. This white horse like doesn't know about me. She's like, you shall not pass. And she's stamping now. I feel like she might run at me. Obviously the leader of the pack. She's like, you just stay there. We're hanging out. She's stomped at me a couple times. I'm not gonna go any closer. This is how far I am. Look at the baby. 10, 11, counting the one that's laying down. I think it's odd that he's laying down and everyone else is grazing. Okay, I hope he's not hurt. Okay, so the one that was laying down got up and is now walking towards me. So like the young horses are curious, I guess. Look, it walked up to these people and is just like, I think she's touching it. They're just observing me just as much as I'm observing them. I mean, I know they must see hikers all the time, so I'm not extremely surprised they haven't taken off yet, but I definitely thought they would book it before now. There we go. And these guys are right here too. Oh, he's coming to say hi. Oh my gosh, he literally just got closer to me. Hello. I didn't bring any carrot. I have apples. I do have apples. Like, I don't know what to do. He's coming towards me. Oh my God. What do I do? Hello. Do people feed you? Why are you coming to me? This is crazy. He is literally walking right up to me. Are you gonna kick me? Don't kick me. You're big enough to hurt me. Okay. I don't have anything. This baby horse just walked up to me. I don't have anything. Like, he's right there. That's how close he is. They literally just walked around me and up to me. I mean, that was super cool. These people walked up behind me and we were all just like frozen in the trail. into this turn in the trail, and there's like a body of water here. And for sure, the gator habitat in this preserve is like more than I expected. I mean, I know it's swamp country and literally named for gators, but I am maybe 20 feet from this guy. So I'm just gonna keep going. Just gonna keep going. He could easily get to me right now. Goodbye, sir. Like, these are slides where they come out and cross, for sure. Oh, right down there is a guy on a rock. I'm not, like, almost afraid to just peek in these openings for real. Oh my God, that scared me. Like, for real, they go from one. He is a big dude. He is a big dude. This is his pond. I am not far from him at all. And they just come up. Like, he's there and they just come up here and cross and then go into that one. This is literally gator tracks. They just go across the trail. There was more. There's another really big guy over there. See if it'll focus. There he is. He's quite big. This guy. I hear lots of fish and frogs jumping, so I'm sure they eat well. Goodbye. He now has moved. This preserve is legit. That was a big bird. I mean, I did not expect to be standing 15 to 20 feet away from a 12-foot bull gator. I mean, they're just right off the bank. Any little body of water that I cross, I hear lots of splashing. They're just like diving in from the banks. And the last pond that I pass, I mean, 2 huge bull gators, just right there. And then I've seen 2 packs of wild horses. The one, of course, in the road, and one kind of out on the prairie. So I'm coming up to the last turn on this long prairie trail where the ranger said this is where the buffalo hang out. So that's, right now it's pretty and shaded, kind of. But for a while I was walking through like what felt like the savannah. So it is amazing. If you really want to feel in the wild and experience wildlife like up close and personal, this is a hidden gem for you. There should be signs that say gator crossing, like at these little intersections, because there's somebody's big, nice house. And this is the driveway. Just like right down through there, right across here, and right in through there, which I actually thought this black material was a gator, but it's not. And then they just slide down into the other pond. So this is definitely a crossing here. But you can walk up on this. Like, there could be a guy sitting in there just waiting. You could just walk up on this. I hear splashing, but I don't see anything. I stopped to watch this gator, and he is like for sure making his way to the bank. He was way over there. And I stopped to open my pack, and he started like shimmying this way. And this is another little highway, because there's, shocker, more swamp over here. I feel surrounded. Like, this place makes me feel really vulnerable. I love the wild and I love wildlife, but there is nothing to keep this guy from coming up on the trail, like right here on the bank where there is a slide. And I know I'm now one of those people who videos alligators and people are like, you're dumb. But it's like you can't help yourself. And he's not small. There's some other little ones that were like splashing around over there too. I mean, this place is just beautiful. It feels untouched. I mean, the trail just like disappears into the trees. And then it goes up here, but also just disappears again. And I am terrified that I'm just gonna walk up on a big gator like hanging out on the bank, because that's already happened once today. Here's another big pond, I guess. Tread lightly. Tread lightly. It's like you want to be quiet, but also announce your presence in case it would kind of spook them. Like, what if he was just hanging out right here? Can you guys hear that? So I was just walking, and then all of a sudden heard this gator bellowing, and like took off hightailing it back 30 feet. And now I don't know if I should cross the trail or not. Like, maybe this is the end of my day here, because that's definitely a bull gator. And he was like, hey, I hear you coming up into my space. But it sounds like he's down the bank in the water. But I don't know if I want to push my luck here. So I decided to turn around on the trail because that gator sounded, they're literally everywhere. I decided to turn around and come back the way I came, towards the horses, but I have to walk through the friggin' swamp first. And as I was coming back this way, there is like a symphony of bellowing gators. Okay, well, I literally just ran back through that section because there was a growling gator on literally both sides of the trail, and they were not far from the trail. So I stopped in this, I guess what would be high ground, but it's really just, it's all through the prairie and the marsh. But I grew up in the Everglades and with gators, and I was never afraid. I mean, I know I was a kid, and the sense of like danger is, I don't know, a fleeting thought. And then when you're an adult, you're like, my life could end at any moment, and you're scared of everything. So I have never feared gators like I have today, ever. And I grew up in the Everglades. I mean, when I was in 6th grade, my class went for a hike. My dad and my PE teacher took us through part of the Florida Trail down in the Everglades National Park, and we hiked through waist deep water. And I know there was moccasins and gators all around us, but back then we were like, yeah, this is so fun. And I cannot even imagine getting close to the waterline now, let alone wading through it. And there's another section coming up that I already showed you guys, but I have to go back through it now. And there is some really big gators in that water. And it comes like right up to the trail. It's the only way back, but I guess I just have to do it. And I'm gonna walk you guys through it. Just checking the driveways and highways. So that guy is still there on the rock. And I don't know where the other big guy went. I'm just gonna pass through here quickly. And so of course I hope he's not sitting like right here. Okay, so there's one way over there, bunch of little ones. And so I don't know if this bellowing is like mating and territorial from the male, or is it the mamas that are letting me know, hey, we've all just had babies and you need to get out of here. But these are the kind of guys with like triple chins. Like they are pretty big. So this is kind of the start of all the little ponds and the wettest part of it. But the place where I actually saw a gator cross the trail with her babies was up here. So it can really happen anywhere. But we're going back now into like horse territory. So I feel slightly safer. But again, the wildlife does not disappoint on this preserve. So we're back to the safety of the horses. And they're all like laying down, taking afternoon siestas. Actually really like to there's some sort of like distressed animal noise happening. I would like to hang my hammock and rest too, but there's no trees out here, so I have to finish this trail, and then there's another section that's wooded with trees, but are definitely taking a break. I hate to disturb him. It's okay, buddy. Look, I think these are the two youngins that came up earlier. They're both This is so cool. He popped up. So sweet. Like sleeping baby horses. I mean, it doesn't get any more like wild prairie than that. Hello, sir. Ma'am. He's like right here. Hello. He pooped me. Hello. Hi. You are so beautiful. I don't have anything. I don't have anything. Oh, here comes a babe. Here comes a babe. Hello. They're very curious. Like, not fearful. Which I hope that's not because people, feed them. You really shouldn't, I guess. I'm not going to. I do have apples and I kind of would love to, but I'm not going to. I think that's irresponsible. I don't think you should feed wildlife, and these are not domesticated horses. Like, nobody rides them. They're just free to range this preserve, and I don't think feeding them is appropriate. You got up from your nap. Hello. Are you gonna come say hi too? No. All right, gang. Well, until next time. So I saw this opening here and figured it could be a slide in. And then I heard little baby, right? So like back over here, that's what that is. There's a pretty baby gator right there. It's pretty fresh. And then I saw this tail that belongs to its really big mama. So springtime around here is no joke. And I don't think it's really in their nature to come up on land and chase a human, though it's been known to happen. All my life I've been told if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone, and also they're afraid of you, like they'll go back in the water. But after what I just witnessed back there, I'm not sure with the bellowing. It seemed aggressive. And so this is where I saw the other mama earlier in the woods, because this is her scat here. And that's her tail swoosh right there. So she went in right there. And she's not there anymore, thank goodness. But this trail definitely has me like watching my back. 10 out of 10, highly recommend if you like want to sort of casually fear for your life all day. But I would do it again, and I probably would bring my kids, so it is what it is. I think I'm walking up on some deer. Are they birds? What is that? So my phone can actually see better than my eyes. Those are birds. My eyes don't even see that good. Oh man, they're birds. I was hoping there was deer on the trail. They're like herons or something. These sandhill cranes are just like going for a walk down the trail. I mean, this section I just followed them down is like half a mile. And they're just staying on the trail like little old people going for a walk. It's so cute. I'm amazed at how close the wildlife lets you get here. Like, they just don't have any fear, which is typical of like wildlife at a campground or something, where they're kind of domesticated and used to people feeding them, and they're just going for a stroll down this path. So I was out here looking for a place to hang my hammock to have lunch, and literally almost stepped on this guy. This is my first encounter with an actual rattlesnake in the wild, and he is a pretty good sized guy. And now I'm like paralyzed. I don't know where to move, but that is a really beautiful diamondback. Just getting some sun. I was going to walk right between these trees to those smaller trees back here to hang my hammock. I was literally walking through these trees. And he didn't make any noise. I just saw his pattern in the sun. So, a really good reason to be very vigilant about where you step, especially when you're like in foliage like this. I'm sure there's other snakes around me that I don't see right now. Tempted to make him move, just to see him move, but I don't want to piss him off. He is fat. That's bugs making that noise, not him. Finally found a place to hang my hammock. And after that scare, I decided to come back to the trailhead. So there's my car. And I was just not about to walk in all of this after that rattlesnake scare. So I'm gonna eat my lunch. Jerky and cheese, apple, granola, read my book. Took my shoes off. I might take a nap and then I'm done. All right, so I'm wrapping up my hike today at Paynes Prairie, and this is 2 different sections I did. First, I parked here this morning and went to the observation tower, and then took this trail, which is called Cone Dykes Trail out here. And this whole area here is like where the mustangs and buffalo are. But this 2-mile section is through that like gator territory that we went through. And then made my way back here. And then I came and parked down here and did a little bit of this loop. This is a 6-mile loop altogether. You can take different pieces of it. I just did a small piece now and then had lunch here at the trailhead. This is a better map of that. So altogether, this section is 6.5, and this section is 4 out, but it doesn't loop, so then it's 4 back. So that's an 8-mile section there. And then there's lots of other, this is Lake Trail. There's a little like 0.3-mile loop here. There's all these other trails. So there's a lot to do here. Like you could definitely spend a weekend here or come several days and not see it all. There's a lot to do here. So if you're interested in checking out Paynes Prairie, highly recommend.